Thanks for tuning into the Adam Carolla Show. You can watch the full show on YouTube. Just search Adam Carolla Show and hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can also get the podcast wherever you like to listen. And for extra content, ad-free episodes, and more, you can head over to our Substack and sign up today. Podcasting isn't just about talking. It's about growing, engaging, and monetizing. And that's where Podcast One Pro comes in. Whether you're an independent creator or a major brand, Podcast One Pro gives you the tools you need to take your podcast to the next level. We're talking about premium hosting, advanced analytics, dynamic ad integration, and expert distribution, all designed to maximize your reach and revenue. Plus, with access to Podcast One's industry-leading network, you'll be connected to top-tier advertisers and a massive audience. It's time to go pro and turn your passion into profit. Visit podcastonePro.com to get started today. Podcast One Pro, the power behind the podcast. Yeah, get it on. Got to get on the choice. We're going to mandate you get it on now. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for telling a friend. Jiaoying Summers, friend, comedian, very funny stand-up. Back in studio 9 weeks ago, she had a baby.
Yes, I had a baby, and you had a star on the Walk of Fame, so yours is better. Even though I had a boy, but it didn't really matter.
No, I'm with you, because everybody shits out a kid, but only a certain select few get a star on the Walk of Fame.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now, did you give the kid, because you're Chinese, like a name like Elon Musk would give their kid, you know, like a number and a symbol or something, or is it just Matt?
My baby, because my husband's a white man, but somehow he's not mixed. He's a white boy. He look white, blue eyes, and light hair. And
the baby.
I call him, I can't pronounce it. It's Arthur.
Arthur.
I keep calling Arthur. I can't say it, but he didn't have a crazy name yet.
Hey, listen, Arthur's good. I'll tell you why. You want a name with variation potential. Now, let me explain. My name is Adam. It can only be Adam. There's not much variation or potential. Mm-hmm. If you're named Arthur, you can be Arthur, you can be Artie, you can be Art.
Yeah.
See, and it all depends what the relationship is. So like when Arthur becomes famous and becomes an actor, and then the other actor sitting around talking to him about him, they will always use the different name. So whenever blowhard actors are talking about Robert De Niro, they go, Bob's a good guy, right? Because they have their own name for him that you don't, because they're cool. You see what I'm saying?
Inner circle.
Art. So Arthur will become Art if he's a famous actor when actors are talking about him.
That's exciting.
Yes, exciting potential.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
when things get official, like graduations or court summonses or something, it'll be like Arthur, and they'll give the full name. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Middle name?
I don't Leon. Lone, Leon. Like
Leon.
Sounds like my middle name,
Leon.
Leon, but I think Leon
Leon.
is too Chinese for him. Leon sounds white.
Arthur Leon.
Yeah.
Leon's old school. Must be, your husband must have a Leon in his family.
Actually, is my maiden name Liang, Liang, but I don't want to be too chinky, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to do
I
that.
just want to sound like my name. It starts with an L, but it sounds like a more Americanized. I want him to have an easier life. He don't need Liang
Yeah.
in his life right now.
A lot of recent trouble with the Chinese. I don't know if you're feeling the pinch out here, but lots of talk about China and China ripping off our AI and our technology and all that kind of stuff.
It's always been going on.
Yeah, it's, I hate to say this to you, but I grew up out here and I never knew the difference between Japanese and Chinese. I had no idea until I was like 31. But now I know the difference. I think I like the Japanese better.
I would never be able to tell Irish guy or a Scottish guy. I understand. It's not
Irish and
easy.
Scottish? Oh, I didn't know
can't
either.
tell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I think Japanese has a
either.
longer face.
Yeah.
Skinnier, longer face.
No, I just mean culturally,
Oh.
They're not ripping off all our shit, repopping it and enslaving Uyghurs and stuff like that, or Uyghurs.
It's very hard to say Uyghurs. Whenever
Yeah,
I say it,
please.
people just look at me like,
Yeah.
are you crazy?
I get it. So you gave birth naturally or a C-section?
I was planning on natural birth, but it turns out my son's he was wrapped around by the umbilical cord. He's unable to push out, and so I had to do a last minute emergency C-section. So, but thank God his head is big, so I'm happy. He's not ripping me apart.
And how's the husband doing?
He's feeding the baby in Austin, Texas right now. I'm in LA by myself for the first week. I'm having so much fun. I don't miss my baby at all. I know I shouldn't miss him, but I don't even think about him at all.
Listen, what is there to miss when they're that young? There's nothing there.
Yeah, they just cry and bite your nipple and poop.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Yeah, they get older. Like, I really enjoy hanging out with my son and my daughter now because they're older. And they get the jokes, and you can talk about stuff, and it's just a better hang.
Yeah.
When they're little, I mean, when my son was into Pokemon, I was like, okay, history's not going to be kind to that shit. And he's like, I want Pokemon. I was like, yeah, all right. So we'll sit around and talk about Pokemon. But what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'd rather
my
talk to a
daughter and
homeless
son
guy.
are all about Pokemon now. The older one, 7 and 5-year-old, love Pokemon.
It's a stage. So dates, healed, back out on the road.
Yeah. Started
Nice.
September 4th. Then the tour is booked for the rest of the year, and very excited to be out.
Now, I know, Dawson, this one must drive you nuts. Jiaoying, I don't know, Asian, female. I'm assuming you're a poor driver, but maybe not.
I
could
don't
be
drive
wrong.
anymore.
Good.
I don't want to. I just, it's service for human around me. I'm always on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm just, no.
I'll tell you the person I'm done with. And by the way, could we figure out some rights of way in this goddamn town? Like, there's a right way to do stuff. Happens to me all the time. Happened to me yesterday. I was backing out of the driveway in a kind of industrial area with cars parked all along the side, so you couldn't really see that well. And you're very slowly backing up, and then there's a car coming down the street, and you see it, and you stop. And then they stop. And then you just sit there, and it's like, would you just fucking go? I saw you.
How about some situational awareness?
Right, I saw you and I
put this
stopped.
all together. We got through 5th grade, right?
I stopped.
made me
I know.
angry.
I stopped, and I'm looking at you, and now you're just stopped looking at me, and it's like, okay, under your plan, I'm just going to back out and maybe hit your car or try to do a 3-point, or you could just.
Or are we going to have a retard standoff?
Yes, Dawson, I knew you'd be fired up about it. Just fucking go. All right, the other thing, I don't know if you're experiencing
And why
this.
do you have time to do this today?
Everyone
Shouldn't you be at fucking work?
Everybody has an unlimited amount of time to sit in the street. I'll tell you, one of my greatest moments on the road was coming up to a four-way stop sign and like pointing at a guy going, go ahead. And he goes, no, you go ahead. And I go, you go ahead. I had to go to the gate or something. I had to go somewhere. I couldn't explain to him why I needed him to go. I just need him to go. And he said, I'm not going.
Wow.
And he just
Take
sat
his
there.
time.
He took his keys out, like put on the dash of his car. He was taking a stand.
Can you hit him legally?
I'd like to, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, so you're in Austin.
Yeah.
Now, I was in Austin last weekend, and I went to, and I'm looking for it here. I was at the Domain, I think it was called.
Oh.
Big shopping.
The
Domain.
Yeah.
The Domain. Cap City. Domain. That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Downtown Austin's getting a little shitty because a lot of homeless people.
Piss. It smelled like a piss.
Right. So they've ruined downtown Austin, but 8 miles away, there's the Domain.
Love the Domain. Fancy and nice.
Which is beautiful. And we should take every one of these socialist fuckers who are trying to ruin Seattle or New York or Los Angeles and walk them through the Domain. The Domain is like a giant picture, the biggest, nicest mall in your city, and then make it Texas size. Huge. Residence, comedy club. It's got a Starbucks. It's got 10 restaurants. Any food you want, there you go. You got a Rolex place over there. You got the Tesla store over there. It is the cleanest, safest, nicest, people walking around, getting their Starbucks, checking out the Teslas, looking at the Rolex shop, enjoying their food in cleanliness and safety.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is take all of the Democratic Socialist retards and I want to walk them through this and go, it's pretty nice, isn't it?
It can be real.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
If you fucking idiots get into power, there is none of this. We don't have this with your shit ideas. All we have is garbage and homeless people and piss scent. That's all we got with you fucking people. There is no Rolex across the street from the Tesla, across the street from the Starbucks. You guys control all of it, and it's all going to be a shit show.
Yeah, they'll be looting the Rolex real fast.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful, orderly place.
Love it. Yeah.
I also want to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk those socialist douchebags through a Trader Joe's. You ever go to the Trader Joe's?
Yeah, I like it. The wine is very cheap. The flowers are also cheap.
Everything, you walk through that place. All right, here's what Trader Joe's is. Everyone who works there is happy to be there. Or at least they act.
They look happy.
They act like it. All right. Everyone is there. And how much are they getting paid? I don't know. That's between Trader Joe and them, but they're there. And they seem to be motivated and they seem to be happy. You get a whole bouquet of flowers for $7. That's what meets you. Then you walk around, you see all the fucking produce and all the different varieties of everything, from the dairy stuff to the cereal stuff to the meat and the cheese. And also you go in there, you see a piece of salmon. It's a huge piece of salmon. It's $8. You cook it up, you can eat it for 3 days. Like, everything is inexpensive, everything is clean, everything is efficient, everything is orderly, and then at the end, you're walking out, and there's a $9 bottle of white wine and $11 bottle of vodka, and you go throw that in, and then you get the fuck out of there, and you've had a happy, clean, safe experience. That will not exist with you assholes. But by the way, why is that broken? What's broken about Trader Joe's? What's broken about that system? It's clean, it's orderly, it's effective, it's cheap, and it's quality. And people go there because of that. Why do we need to revamp that? What's broken about that needs to be fixed or repaired?
Because people are safe and happy. And they also sell little Trader Joe's little bags. People love Trader Joe's. They get in line by the little bags. Do you know that? The little Trader Joe's bag, the mini bag is going viral. People in Japan are like buying it.
They want mini Trader Joe bags?
Yeah. Dawson, do you know that?
Yeah, it's a canvas bag that's stitched Trader Joe's. There are a lot of places in the world where it's a commodity to have this Trader Joe's bag. Jiaoying, I have one. If you want to sell it in China.
Yeah, in China and Japan, people just appreciate Trader Joe's and they love the little bag, the tiny one.
Really?
They're expensive. $1,500
there.
Wow. I didn't know about
eBay.
this
People
phenomenon.
are fighting for it.
By the way, Trader Joe's has a hell of a paper bag. It's got the handle on it, high capacity.
Yes.
Trader Joe's isn't broken. It's fine. It's quality. It's inexpensive. So leave it the fuck alone.
$19,000 for that old bag.
$19,000 on eBay for an old Trader Joe's tote bag?
I have that bag. I carry audio cables in it.
You can get Japanese
Why?
pussy.
Because it's vintage?
I guess.
I
mean,
don't
these
know.
are like...
But it's like something Trader Joe's could make tomorrow, and you might still be able to get them.
Well,
in the United States.
Let me tell you something, Dawson.
Yeah.
Nike can repop original Air Jordans tomorrow in China, made by Jiaoying's relatives, but that ain't going to be Leon. That's not going to be as valuable as a set of original Air Jordans from 1989.
100% true. I'm
that's
not
the
sure
way
if
it
there's
works.
the same market for the Trader Joe's bags, at least in America. But there is an international craze over those bags.
Japan, UK, and Australia, they appreciate Trader Joe's so much.
Be funny because the ones that are into the sneakers are called sneakerheads, right?
Yeah.
Do we call them sneakerheads? See, you'd be describing a woman to me, and you go, "She's a baghead," and I'd be like, how's her body? No. She's a baghead. Yeah, I got it.
And then you mentioned Trader Joe's. What? Joe didn't like her? Is that why?
I'll bang her doggy style. No, she's a bag. We can keep the fucking bag on just as long as I get some pussy.
Yeah. Give her a bag. Trader Joe's bag.
I'll fucking bang double baggers.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to. These Trader Joe's bags are canvas. You can't see through those. You don't need to.
I did paper and plastic once, but the chick fucking suffocated, so I can't go that route again, man. I got to go paper first and put a hole in it, man. I did plastic, then paper. Fuck, didn't even know till halfway into it. She was dead. I still finished.
That's good.
What are they going to do?
You paid for...
Convict
What are
me
you gonna
more?
do? I mean, what are you going to do?
Tack on another 100 years to the 100 years I'm already going to get?
Right.
Fuck that. So, you know any bagheads?
Women like to buy bags.
Yeah, I mean, the Trader Joe's, the bag thing for women is funny because it's an absolute waste of money, like the Prada bags, the expensive bags.
Yeah, I like to spend money on hire a really hot personal trainer or get a massage.
Massage.
I don't like spend any money on bags.
It is kind of insane because there is, whenever I see really high-end luxury luggage, I think, I got a tote bag like from Santa Anita Racetrack that's 12 years old. There's something that'll say like Audi or Nike on the side of it. And I just stuff it and mash it into the overhead. I wouldn't want the super nice stuff. And then, I don't want to get rolled when I'm leaving the airport at midnight. But it's all just a status thing, right?
Yeah.
You're just letting people know you have money because you have super expensive luggage.
I feel like people just get the first time they touch real money in their life, they buy those bags. But for real people with money, they really don't like it, don't care.
Now, we had a little happy coincidence. Oh, I want to ask you about this first. I don't know what's going on, Jiaoying. You tell me if you notice this.
Yeah.
I've been saying for a long time, I thought the computer was going to fix a lot of stuff. But I feel like people are fucking up more than ever. Dates and times and shit like that. This week started with me and Dr. Drew, and we had a guest, and the guest was supposed to be on at 10 o'clock, but she's on the East Coast, and no one told her Mountain Time or Pacific Time. She thought it was East Coast time, so she logged on at 7 a.m., however it worked, we fucked up. We didn't give her the right time. We told her 10, but she's on the East Coast, and which happens all the time. Then later on, Mike August sent an email that had an event on it and had two different dates on it. One said the 4th, and at the bottom it said the 6th. Then later on, we had a guest in here, and the last name was misspelled, and so I was mispronouncing the name of that. And then this morning, I got up at 6 a.m. to do a phoner to Joe Piscopo's New York show. So I woke up at 6:25, and I got up, and I called, and the guy picked up the phone. He's like, Joe Piscopo, this is producer. And I'm like, hey, this is Adam Carolla. And he goes, oh, yeah, Joe's not here. I go, oh, what happened? I fucked up. He got a doctor appointment. Anyway, can we do this? Can we rebook this? And I'm like, this goes on all day, every day. What the fuck is going on with everybody? What's going on with the dates and the fucking times and the emails and the texts and everything's just fucking named. Everything's misspelled. All the fucking dates are wrong. The information's wrong. The website's fucked up. It's Pacific time. It's not East Coast time. Joe Piscopo's at the orthodontist. Like, what the fuck is going on with everybody? Is it all pot and porn and screen time? Like, why can't people get their fucking shit together? Sorry.
I had a conference call for the Mountain Music Festival a week ago, and it was supposed to be, the text was, here's the conference call, 4 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Nobody caught it. I didn't catch it because I saw 4 p.m. Pacific, and I know when that is. The people on the East Coast saw 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's when they were going to get on the phone. No one saw it.
What the fuck is going on with the all-time nonstop fuck-ups all day, every day? And is it just me? Am I attracting these people? And also, as I was yelling at Dr. Drew in the car earlier, I don't remember this. I worked in radio. I worked morning shows. I did TV shows. It wasn't a big ball of fucking confusion. It wasn't this bad. It's microplastics. It's you porn. It's screen time. It's doom scrolling. Like what happened to everyone's fucking concentration level? I tell the same guys the same thing all day, every day. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Like nothing sticks. Nothing works.
People's attention span's too short now. They're scrolling, and also in China, there's only one time, the Beijing time. You can be in the left and the right. All China is one time.
One time.
Beijing time is the only time. It can, yeah.
You got 1 trillion people all living at one time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That'll be so easy.
It actually, you think about it, it's just a matter of numbers on a clock. Your noon could be at 5 p.m. and if you just get used to that,
yeah.
I guess you just don't want to live in a place where it's dark at 2 p.m. or something.
Sure. But you're fucked if you live in China anyway. So
yeah, it's true. Yeah, darkness is the best time. You can get some drinking done. Jesus Christ, I cannot tell you how many fuck ups just surround East Coast time and LA time.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many of those discussions.
And it's easier for the people on the Pacific Coast because all we have to do is, add 3.
Right, but here's what I'm saying.
On the East Coast, they have to subtract, and I think that's a little bit harder.
Here's what I'm saying. Is it microplastics, doom scrolling, attention span, edibles, pot? Like, what has scrambled the human fucking mind? Because this happens this happened 5 times in 2 days. And then whatever, plug screen, dates, whatever. It's a nonstop conversation.
Oh
what the fuck is wrong with everyone? And here's what I would say to everybody. Entertain the possibility that you may fuck up. And then fucking read it out loud. Fucking check your work.
Check 3 times.
Everyone's like, nobody entertains the thought that they're fuck ups, like they're constant fuck ups, and I'll give you an example. I am a shitty speller. I do not spell well. So if I am doing something, I oftentimes look it up to see if it's spelled right or not because I know I'm a shit speller. I understand that about myself. I don't argue with people about it. They don't tell me I used the wrong spelling of there, and I go, fuck you. You're not the boss of me. You don't know who I am. I don't do that. I go, yeah, thanks. I'm a shit speller. I get it. I'm bad. I should have checked.
That's good. That's the art of war is that I know myself. That's why I can defeat 100 battles. You got to know what you're shitty about. That's how you win.
Yes.
Also, people don't get hit if they make mistakes.
Yes,
your mom
you need to be able
you,
to hit them.
And now it's you're allowed to make a mistake. No, you're not, bitch. You're not.
Yeah.
Why?
People need to get whacked.
Yeah, they just it's gonna be fine. They don't really if I make a mistake, I'll get.
They're
fired.
not bothered. By the way, you know what? No one ever says, "Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed." I know you've told me that 5 times. I'll never do it again. They just go, "I've been busy."
Jiaoying is onto something. I think you might have just touched on it. There's no fear of failure anymore.
You can't get fired in California.
You can't get fired.
Young dudes
there are no
especially don't give a fuck. No.
You can't get fired in California. It's hard to get fired.
No. I know. We've empowered young dumb dudes to fuck up with impunity. Yes.
And we're speaking generally, And if you said that edibles and whatever might have been a part of it, it's not in this building because I tried to get every one of these guys high, and they don't.
No, so but the damage has already been done.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
And I love the guys we work with. So don't fire anybody, please.
No, you can't. You get sued.
It gets better.
No, I'm saying it is epidemic in young men and Mike August. But other than that, no, it's not even that. Listen, this is their version of gay marriage. When I was young, you go, should gay guys be allowed to be married? I go, fuck no. What are you talking about? That's nuts. Well, now it's like, as gay, they grew up with it. So this is a cultural thing now. They grew up this way.
Probably being raised on an iPad or, there's so much constant.
Yeah.
In your face.
It's all carved into the DNA now. But it's still considering people have computers, like when people make up flyers with my name on it and it's misspelled, you can look on your phone and see how to spell my name.
Yeah, you have to. I always search the name and copy paste. Make sure I don't. I know I can't spell. I just make sure I don't make that kind of mistake.
I would never assume I knew how anyone's last name was spelled. Even the most basic of all last names, I would. So I'm still going to look it up just to make sure that's the way they do their last name. Sorry.
The most important word we will ever hear in our lives or read in our entire lives is our own name.
Ooh, powerful. Morgan and Morgan. Well, I've known people who got hurt in accidents, and it wasn't their fault, and they tried to just tough it out. No lawyer, no help, just hoping the bills and the pain would magically sort themselves out. Spoiler alert, they don't, and that's where Morgan and Morgan comes in. Morgan and Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They've recovered more than $30 billion, over 500,000 clients. It's a serious track record. So if you're injured because someone else was negligent, you deserve to be paid. Don't try and white knuckle it alone. Reach out to Morgan and Morgan and let the pros fight for you. It's Morgan and Morgan, right, Dawson?
If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. Yes, that's right. Their fee is free unless they win. To learn more, go to forthepeople.com/Adam or click the link in the description below. To learn more, go to forthepeople.com/Adam or click the link in the description below. This is a paid advertisement.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Yeah, you know the jingle. O'Reilly Auto Parts offers helpful service and parts and knowledge, stuff you need to maintain and repair your automobile. If I'm ever stuck with a problem, I always call O'Reilly. They've got thousands of parts and accessories in stock, either in store or online. They'll test your battery for free, and if it needs to be replaced, they'll help you find the right one. Whether you're a car aficionado or an auto novice, you'll find the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts are knowledgeable, helpful, and best of all, friendly. I'm always going in there, and I'm always looking around, and I always leave feeling much better. They're your one-stop shop for all things auto do-it-yourself, and you can either find them online or go in the store. That's O'Reilly Auto Parts, right, Dawson?
Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit us at O'ReillyAuto.com/Adam. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/Adam.
You know, it's kind of interesting. I was thinking about this, Andrew, because I've been watching Master and Commander. But I was watching it last night, and it's like speaking of the hitting people,
Oh.
there was a scene, and the scene is, it's about an hour and 18 minutes in or something like that. I think I wrote it down. It's a scene after the young seaman bumps his commanding officer and doesn't tip his cap, and Russell Crowe decides he needs lashing. He needs to be whipped in front of everyone on this boat. And his Dr. Hippy Dippy friend is like trying to kind of talk him out of it, like, hey man, let's not be so. And Russell Crowe's like, this ship runs on discipline. That's how this works. And he's like, yeah, but couldn't you look the other way just this time? And he's like, no, because everything falls apart because that's how this fucking ship runs. And I'm like, yeah, that used to be our society, and now it's gone, and now we have 13-year-old chicks going up and kicking cops because we lost the whole thread of discipline and fear. And yes, used to be a fear of divorce. Now women are like, fuck you, pay me for the rest of your life. I'm incentivized to get divorced because there's no stigma, and who gives a fuck? Yeah, we'll play this.
Install, make things stable, because people are just going to be like, I will do it too. Then they'll eat you alive. That's what happens.
Yes. All right. I got another thing to complain about. Unless you got stuff to complain about.
I want your complaint.
Okay, because I don't want to do all the complaining. All right. Yes, you've come to the wrong shop for anarchy. So what we have now is anarchy. We have street takeovers, fuck cops, fuck ICE, people out, dumb chicks blocking ICE vans with their fat bodies, thinking nothing's going to happen.
You know, there was another great slap or beating in another seafaring movie, Waterworld, where Costner smacks the kid in the head when she's waving to the smokers.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And then the guy on the plane goes, "That's a nice touch."
All right. Now, Javier Becerra, who's probably going to be the next governor of California, gave a speech talking about ignoring brick and mortar stores and going to the taco cart on the street. Now, LA, as previously discussed, has a huge problem with street vendors, illegal street vending, and people just clogging up the fucking highway and the sidewalks with vending. But again, I don't know how they're going to regulate any of this with all of the different services. If you open a business in Los Angeles, and especially a restaurant, it is so difficult to get all the licenses, all the health board stuff, all the stuff for your employees and all the insurance and all the regulatory stuff is insane. Or you can just go sell kebabs on the street out of a shopping cart and no one gives a fuck. Was I talking about the tamale stand on this show? There's a tamale. Some chick selling tamales. She made tamales in her apartment in Van Nuys and just brought them to the corner of Western and whatever in front of the Chevron station. She's just selling tamales that she made at home.
I can get you pupusas around the corner from my house.
Right, just on the street. And here's what we have. We have Becerra, who's Mexican, who's kissing the ass of all his Mexican folks in California who've come here from a state that they ruined, who are now ruining this state. Which is how it works with any group that ruined their state, that ruined their country. They come here in enough numbers and they don't assimilate, then they just ruin the place they arrive at. So you have to think Minneapolis and Somalians, for instance, or parts of Detroit, Michigan, and Middle Eastern folks, okay? It's ruined because their culture's ruined because that's why they fled. There's a math that people need to work out. Why did you flee your country? You fled your country because it's a piece of shit. That's why. Well, if you come over here and recreate your piece of shit, then you've ruined this piece of land as well. But then the politicians catch on and they realize these people are voting for me. So then they kiss the ass of those people and turn a blind eye to illegal activity and then make it worse. So here's Becerra, who's going to be the next governor. Who's also dope. Sorry. He's a dumb guy, too, which is sad.
Whether you are new to our state and visiting, and we hope you do spend some money, and if you're going to buy a street taco, buy a real street taco, not something from one of these,
pandering.
Yeah, street taco.
I'll leave it at that. Okay. All I know is that there's real food in California, and there are real street tacos, and you don't get them in some establishment that's been around for a long time. You get it on the street.
What the fuck are you talking about? There are Mon Pa Mexican restaurants, Casa Vega, El Coyote. These are landmarks.
Salsa and Beer just opened 3 new locations in North Hollywood.
They've been there for 1 million years, and they're family run.
Paying tax.
Yes.
Paying taxes and lots of fucking taxes.
That's tax painful.
And employing a lot of people. And you guys are on the fucking street making street tacos illegally, not paying taxes, not employing anybody.
Yeah, I can go right next to the Smart and Final and get fajitas because it's right there on the sidewalk. It's disgusting.
He's endorsing explosive diarrhea.
Why are you siding with the illegals, you fucking retard? All right, but let's hear it out.
Who's been making it for a long time in his little cart. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Go back. That's it. He's been making it for a long time in his car.
For a long time
in
his little cart.
Go back.
And you don't get them in some establishment that's been around for a long time. You get it on the street from the guy who's been making it for a long time in his little cart. Yeah.
People clapping.
Yeah. I mean,
we're going to defend everyone from that man and woman who make that street taco.
Defend them. They're illegal.
To the people who we call dreamers.
Okay.
To the people who have been fortunate to reach a point where they represent those vendors and those dreamers and need to be supported to make the big decisions.
So himself?
What the fuck is he talking about? Listen,
Himself.
If you turn California into Mexico, then California will be a piece of shit, and then everyone will have to flee, just like they fled Mexico. So I don't know why that's your plan, but who is he? What is this group he was speaking from? The NALs, the National Latino Alliance of Latino bullshit. He's just pandering to Mexicans is probably what he's doing. What was that sign in the back? Listen, if you're here and you're Mexican, you should be fighting these assholes because you don't want this to turn into the place you fled, you fucking retards. Jesus Christ. And he's dumb, too.
COVID killed a few of my favorite Mexican restaurants, like El Gran Burrito. That place is gone because of COVID. And now the ones that they didn't get done with COVID, they're going to get done with sidewalk food.
Ernie's Mexican and Toluca Lake's been there for 70 years, but you don't want to go with one. Also, he's a dope because he goes, watch it again. Watch it. He'll go, you don't want to get a taco from somebody who's been in the restaurant making it for a long time. You want to get a taco from the street guy who's making it for a long time.
In his little carts.
He's fucking dumb, too. But what is NALEO, because it's got to be some sort of allegiance, association, Latino elected appointed. Oh, it's the National Association of Latino elected and appointed officials. See, we're fucked. You come over here, you take over, you get political power, you got a bunch of fucking dopes that now cater to you, and then we have to give you what you want, even though what you want is fucking up the state you fled to. But all right, listen to his logic. You don't want to get one from one of these restaurants that's been making tacos for 70 years. You want to get one from a guy on the street that's been making tacos for 70 years.
You are new to our state and visiting, and we hope you do spend some money. And if you're going to buy a street taco, buy a real street taco, not something from one of these,
He can't speak.
Why
He's
is he
dumb.
doing the
I'll leave it
evening
at
thing?
that. All I know is that there's real food in California, and there are real street tacos, and you don't get them in some establishment that's been around for a long time. You get it on the street from the guy who's been making it for a long time in his little cart.
Okay, all right. You don't get it from the place with a roof. You don't get your food from a place that has a roof and indoor plumbing. You get it from a guy who swam here 10 minutes ago, who's making shit with his fat wife in his apartment in Van Nuys and putting mayonnaise out in the sun. That's who you get it from. He's been doing it for a long time. No, you don't get it from a place with a roof who's been doing it for a long time. You get it from a guy who has a shopping cart, who's on Pacoima, and who's done it for a long time. He's a dumb dude, too, which is fucking sad. Just talking to dumb people and fucking up their city. All right. 13 years ago, oh, man. I'm going to have to explain this to you. Mm-hmm. Do you know who Burt Reynolds is?
Who?
Oh, boy. I knew this one's going to be a tough putt.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Okay. Fortitude.
13 years ago plus, I was explaining to Gavin Newsom that all this street vending was a bad idea. Mm-hmm. And that selling flowers by the side of the highway was a bad idea. And it's illegal. And you're undercutting the brick and mortar places that are running a store and paying licensing and insurance and everything else and taxes and rent. And you got these guys selling the shit on the street and you're going to put them out of business. And that was 13 years ago before we had street vending all over the place. It was just flowers in front of the graveyard. Mm-hmm. And I told that to Gavin Newsom and he laughed at me. And he said he liked the guy selling the flowers on the street, which is like the same as Becerra. So our last governor was a big fan of people illegally selling shit on the street, and so is our next governor. And by the way, you like people just doing what they're doing. Okay, how about the people of the Palisades just rebuild their fucking house on their own property using engineers and contractors, and fuck it with the permits. What do you need a permit for? People doing what they want to do. Isn't that right? Don't you like that? All right, so now here's the tricky part, Jiao. We took my voice and we made it into the voice of a woman on NPR.
Oh, my gosh.
And then we took the voice of Gavin Newsom and we made it into Burt Reynolds' voice. And this is verbatim. This is a transcript of my conversation, and Gavin Newsom is Burt Reynolds.
Every time I drive home down Forest Lawn Boulevard or Forest Lawn Drive. There's illegals selling flowers. There's a big mess, big pile. There's this whole underground culture everyone's selling. There's a pile of garbage, by the way. Those are all the flower boxes they use.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I can show you a picture of the guys selling the flowers illegally, by the way. It's not going in the coffers of the state. They just sell it illegally. And then I can show you a picture of a highway patrolman, a California highway patrolman, giving out a chicken shit ticket for rolling through a right, rolling there. Oh, there he is. Now, just beyond him is all the illegals doing their illegal business. But what are we focusing on, Gavin? Your focus is on the guy who didn't come to a complete stop.
I have a CHP officer with me. You should bring him in. We could talk about this.
Bring him in.
I mean, look, that poor guy on the corner is selling something that people apparently want, those flowers.
You know who doesn't want it? The guy who owns the flower store a mile away who's being undercut? You sell wine over here, but we got a Mexican who makes his own wine. He's going to stand down the street from your wine store?
I mean, I'm sympathetic. Well, there's competition, so, you know, it's making those flower stores more aggressive. We're complaining about competition.
All right, pause it. He feels bad, feels bad, poor guy selling, that poor guy doing illegal. Okay. Oh, it makes more competition.
It's not competition. They are robbing.
It's not competition because one guy's got a whole bunch of fucking overhead. So there's no possible way he can sell his product at the same price, you fucking idiot. It's like saying, you know what? I'm going to build my own car with no seat belts and no airbags and no crumple zones. Okay, guess what? I could sell it for 10 grand cheaper. And they go, I like that competition. Yeah, it's not fair to the people who are forced to put the airbags and the crumple zones and the seatbelts in their car. Fucking idiot. This guy's the governor. All right. Keep playing it.
You sell wine over here, but we got a Mexican who makes his own wine. He's going to stand down the street from your wine store?
I mean, I'm sympathetic. Well, there's competition, so, you know, it's making those flower stores more aggressive. We're complaining about competition. I admire the small business person, the entrepreneur who gets up, tries to sell a thing or two, and wants to make a difference. Feed their family, working hard. At least those guys are out there working hard.
He's a retarded person. He loves the small business owner, the entrepreneur, but he's not talking about the small business owner or the entrepreneur. He's talking about the illegal who is selling shit and not paying taxes and not being regulated at all, undercutting the small business fucking person who is trying to feed their family.
He's benefiting from the tax from the people who's having a business and playing God to look at me. I love everyone. Fuck off.
I brought this problem up to him 13 years ago, and he firmly took the side of the illegal. He didn't say, I get it. I know, a lot of overhead, a lot of regulation. Maybe we should see about cutting into that a little bit. Nope. He just took the side of the illegal person doing illegal activity on his soil in his state.
He called them a small business. It's not a small business. This is illegal. This is a small illegal activity. That's just not small business.
But again, I would love to know Gavin or Becerra's take if the people that owned property and paid property taxes hired an engineer and hired an architect and hired a builder and said, I'm just going to rebuild my home on my land at my expense. And they'd go, you need an $8,000 soils report. And they'd go, you know what? My family lives here. The house was built in the 50s, never moved an inch. I think it's safe to do it without a soils report. So I'm just going to do my own thing. How about it? I thought you guys were cool with people doing your own thing. Now you're cool with illegal non-taxpayers doing their own thing. You are definitely not cool with taxpayers doing their own thing.
It's a blatant attack on middle-class Californians.
Yes.
It's blatant.
Yes. Fucking retard. And Newsom, all he wants to do is go on Joe Rogan. And somebody says Joe Rogan's too scared to debate him. Newsom's a fucking retard.
Why wouldn't Rogan call his bluff and just say, hey, yes, come on the show?
I have no fucking idea.
I don't know. Andrew says that Twitter has the answer here.
Twitter has. Basically, you got destroyed
because he got destroyed by you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So listen. Also, when Javier Becerra, or Baccaria, as Joe would call him, when he's talking about getting a real, authentic street taco, all the ingredients are from Smart and Final and Van Nuys. All of it. What do you mean? What authentic ingredients? You go to the fucking Smart and Final in Van Nuys, California, and you just buy whatever fucking shit they have, and then you cook it up in your apartment, and then you push it out in the cart. What do you mean a real street taco? Oh, God. He's such a pandering pussy. And by the way, can the Democrats stop just fucking pandering all the time to every fucking ethnic group there is? Just fucking have some decent policy that we can all benefit from. What do you think, Jiaoying?
I don't know what kind of species is he. Is he what is he white? Is he
No, he's Mexican and he's dumb, but he realizes California is Mexican and dumb.
Is he trying to? Because I feel like he's trying to throw on some Mexican accent when he was talking about taco.
Taco.
Yeah, he tried to.
But that was the only word, and that's the pandering part. If that's the only word you change, and you call yourself a Californian, you didn't grow up. You saying, "Hey, Mom, are we going to have tacos for dinner tonight?"
Taco.
You didn't do that.
Say it. You're saying it to the.
All right. There's a clip. Now, Brandon Gill is going to be on this show tomorrow. Is that how it worked out? Yeah. No, Monday. Monday, Brandon Gill. But he's a fast rising star because he's the guy who talks really quietly but confuses the fuck out all the dumb people he's talking to. Now, to be fair, Brandon Gill's very talented, but it doesn't really take a genius when you're asking somebody who's saying really stupid shit questions, because you can win that argument. Meaning, if you're arguing with someone and they're saying 2 + 2 is 5, it's pretty easy to win that argument. And so he has a lot of people with crazy, retarded policies, and he gets to ask them questions, and they always look like idiots. But to be fair, their policy is so dumb, they're always going to sound like idiots unless they just abandon the policy. So he's got the woman up from the Smithsonian. Everything in our culture, every group, every place is just led by progressive woman, and they all follow the same politics. So it could be the Smithsonian, but it could be the ACLU, but it could be the Sierra Club. They're all just turned into left-wing props, which is a weird thing because they're supposed to be the Sierra Club, not a political organization. But they've all turned into political organizations because they're all run by chicks who went to college who have to spread that shit wherever they go. You can't just be the president of Harvard or the president of the Smithsonian. You got to rub your own political stink on everything, and then you ruin whatever the institution was. So this is him, but they'll get into a discussion about Mickey Mouse, and I realized their little 1 minute on Mickey Mouse, that'll just put it in the time capsule of when historians go, what the fuck was going on in 2026? Like, where'd all these retarded ideas come from? What were you guys arguing about? This is what we're arguing about in 2026. He's talking to the president of the Smithsonian Museum.
Would you say that the goal of history is to be objective?
Thank you, sir, for the question. You know, I think that there are many goals of history, and certainly as you collect, as we do, examine evidence, create scholarship.
Is objectivity one of the goals of history?
We strive to be objective and nonpartisan and not based on any ideology.
So it's one of the goals. Doesn't that seem a little bit concerning? It certainly does to me, because as part of this white supremacy document that your organization has promoted, objectivity is a core and defining aspect of white supremacy culture. Do you think that it's the goal of the Smithsonian Institution to promote white supremacy culture?
Sir, do you mind sharing with me which document?
It's white supremacy culture right here. This is part of the mass action toolkit that your organization has promoted for several years now.
They can't just fucking be a museum. They can't.
Are you promoting a white supremacy culture at the Smithsonian?
Am I promoting a white?
What?
Ma'am, is this a difficult question?
No, sir. I'm just thinking about the mass action toolkit. We didn't develop it. But back to your question, no, we're not promoting any ideology.
Does it concern you that your goal is objectivity, one of your goals is objectivity, and your mass action toolkit references objectivity as a defining characteristic of white supremacy culture?
It's not our toolkit.
It is your toolkit. You've been promoting it for quite some time.
We did not come up with a toolkit, sir.
But you've been promoting it.
It is used as a reference, I believe.
Can you pause it for a second? If all your ideas are so grand and so great and so progressive, why do you have to run from them? Every time they pull one of these people in front and they ask them about one of the many tweets, many of the ideas, things they're trying to implement, they always fucking run from them. That wasn't my idea. I retweeted it, but I didn't. Hey, bitch, this is your thing. Why not fucking own it? How come no one owns it? How come it goes, you know what? Get rid of fucking fracking. Open the goddamn border. Men are women. Women are men. I want fucking dudes in female locker rooms and kicking ass on the fucking football field, on the soccer field. Yeah, that's my thing. I hate Jews. I fucking love Palestine. Why do you have to run from every idea that you've ever put out there and stood behind? Why is that? Just go, hey, yeah, as far as transgendering illegals in prison and paying for their top surgeries, yeah, I'm all about it. That's my thing. You got me. I'm all for it. I want more taxpayer money going to illegals and Medicare, Medicaid. That's what I want. Just why is it every time you get pulled up in front of fucking Congress, you have to abandon every idea that you represented outside of Congress? It's in your museum. It's on your Twitter page. It's on all your documents. That's who you are. Why do you have to run from it? Or unless it's a really shitty, offensive idea that no one fucking likes.
I think it's like a keyboard warriors, you know, when nobody, you hide behind it, you just like judge people, nobody know who you are, but then when you really show your face, you're like, no, I would never say that. I would, no. It's just so
every
crazy.
single thing Mandami and his wife said, everything is running for everything. I was happy about 9/11. I fucking love Palestinian terrorists. Okay, why do you have to run? Kamala Harris, I wanted paper ballots. Now I don't want paper ballots. Why do you have to run from everything you said unless you're fucking lying?
I'll tell you why, and you already know why.
Yes.
They don't believe it.
Well,
They have been. These are orders from the top. Everyone
agree.
repeats them, and then when you put them on the spot, it was not my idea. What they're really saying is, that's what I was told to say.
Yes, it is. I don't believe it with a big dose of nobody who's sane wants any of this shit, and it's not going to fly. So you're never going to get elected if you stick with this bullshit. You'll make you super popular at your Manhattan parties. But then once you're running for office, you got to distance yourself from everything you said in your 40s and your 50s. All right, here we go. We'll hear it, Director Hartig.
2020.
Yes, under your leadership, it has been used as a reference. Is Mickey Mouse racist?
Mickey Mouse is not racist.
All right, hold on.
It's not racist.
This is, if anyone wants to hear 1 minute of the time we're living in, when we have so much technology and so many problems and so many things to fix and so much stuff we could do, this conversation is the conversation that will typify and put a timestamp on this era. Just two adults talking about nothing for no reason. Because the nut job bitch had to start the conversation by saying Mickey Mouse was racist. And now we have to discuss. We could be discussing trains and infrastructure, and we could be discussing, collecting and harnessing rainwater so it didn't run into the sea, or whatever. We could be discussing education. School choice, nutrition, the food pyramid. We could talk about any of it, but we're going to have a big, long discussion about Mickey Mouse. But here it is.
Yes, under your leadership, it has been used as a reference. Is Mickey Mouse racist?
Mickey Mouse is not racist.
It's not racist. According to the Smithsonian institution, one of your exhibits referenced Mickey Mouse as representing, quote, vestiges of long-standing traditions of blackface minstrelsy. Would you describe that as racist?
No, the historical trajectory of the origins of Mickey Mouse tied directly
so Mickey Mouse is rooted in racism. Is that your testimony?
No, sir, it's rooted in minstrelsy.
Minstrelsy, you don't think that blackface minstrelsy is racist?
It had certain obvious racial overtones that have been well documented.
You think that that's problematic, that Mickey Mouse also has those racial overtones?
It's not for me to determine what's problematic. It's determined to me what's accurate.
Is that right?
Yes,
is it important to be polite?
All right. We just fucking talk about trajectories and overtones and problematic for fucking Mickey Mouse, everybody. This is who these fucking people are. They're not interested in building bridges or dams or pipelines. They don't want to do anything except for just fucking talk about nothing and argue about fucking nothing. And they want to foist all their shit on everybody. Smithsonian, here's what you do. You get the first capsule that went into outer space, and you hang it next to the Wright brothers plane, and then you put Archie Bunker's chair under it, and then you leave it the fuck alone. That's what you do. You don't start preaching about DEI bullshit and Mickey Mouse. Jesus fucking Christ.
History just need to be accurate. That's it. If it hurt your feelings, you should just kill yourself.
That's a good note to go out on, Jiaoying Summers. If it hurts your feelings, you should do what?
Kill yourself. If you can't handle it, you can't. It's history. You can't judge history. History is a mirror. It reflects the past and the future. You learn from it. You don't. I can't. It's just too much. It's so stupid.
All right, dates coming up all over the place. You go to Jiaoying Summers now. JIAOYING.
Jiaoying Summers. JiaoyingComedy.com will be my website for the tour. Tickets.
Sorry. Yeah, that was Instagram I gave people. Yeah. Jiaoying, always great to talk to you. Adam Yenser in the news right after this.
Hello, and welcome to Pluto Phone. If you know the name of the movie you would like to see, just stream it for free on Pluto TV, where all your blockbuster favorites are landing all summer long. Catch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Fantastic.
The Matrix Trilogy.
Welcome to the real world.
Mean Girls.
Shut up.
Titanic.
I'm the king of the world.
And so much more. For showtimes, press nothing. They're free 24/7.
That is so fetch.
On Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
Rosetta Stone. I love being overseas and being able to use the language of the country I'm in. Not that good at it, but Rosetta Stone has helped a lot. Just came out with Rosetta Stone Sapphire, their biggest launch in over a decade. It's not just memorizing vocabulary. You learn. This helps you pick it up naturally. By the way, once I was in Mexico, and I wowed the whole dinner table with my Spanish skills. And that's why I love Rosetta Stone, and I know you're going to love it too. Am I right, Dawson?
If you want to take your language skills to the next level, don't wait to try Rosetta Stone Sapphire. Adam Carolla Show listeners can get 20% off their Rosetta Stone Sapphire subscription when they sign up today. Visit rosettastone.com/Adam. This gets you access to Rosetta Stone Sapphire in 25 languages. That's rosettastone.com/Adam. It's time to check Adam's voicemail.
Hey, Adam, just a thought. I think that moms should start smoking and drinking again when they were pregnant. When moms used to drink and smoke, we never had soy boys. We never had peanut allergies. I think they need to be toughened up in the womb a little bit. Just wanted to let you know.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
It's a good point. We didn't have a lot of these problems. And by the way, all the guys who won World War II for us all smoked.
Yeah.
That's why it always makes me laugh whenever they do those depictions of smoking. It's like that's all the greatest generation.
Yeah,
all fucking smoke.
It never shows just a tough guy getting off a boat smoking a cigarette. Yeah,
every guy who killed a Nazi had a gun in one hand and a cigarette in the other.
Yeah,
and now you're warning us. Do you know? I told you guys I was watching Master and Commander. Mm-hmm. Master and Commander took place before cigarettes, but it still came with a warning. Before the movie played, depictions of tobacco use.
Really?
Tobacco use. Guys first off, this dude's on a ship. They got a 10-year-old boy gets his arm amputated. Everyone's getting blown up. Everyone's cannon fire. One guy commits suicide. They're running people through with swords.
Yeah.
But we had to look out because one guy lit a pipe on a ship.
The parents covering the kid's eyes.
From 1789. It's fucking... Now, listen, I was yelling this at Dr. Drew. People look at this as like, oh, so what? Put a fucking warning on. It's indicative of everything. First off, there's some fucking lawyer that demanded it. There's some group. The same thing that brought you warnings. It isn't. Most of the modern ones are like cigarette use, smoking. It'll say smoking, but this is depictions of use of tobacco. Okay. And the people are the ship is filled with ship. By the way, has 10-year-old boys running around getting killed too.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's the same group that fucked you over by COVID several years later. It's the same group. It's a bunch of fucking lawyers. It's a bunch of bureaucrats, and it's a bunch of pussies, and it's a bunch of dumb women, and they've all come together to save you from society, which means more rules, more regulations, and more safety. We should have, when this started, when people went, hey, we demand that you put a warning at the beginning of Master and Commander about depictions of tobacco. We should have went, hey, fuck off. We're not doing that. And everyone should have just said that. But we went, yeah, okay. And then at some point, it's like, look, we got to put the tobacco warning on there because we liability, like we open ourselves up to liability, because the lawyers. First off, what is the possible scenario? You saw Captain Jack smoking a pipe, and that did what to your kid?
There's a 14-year-old smoking an old-timey pipe with just a hacking cough. Well, he watched Master and Commander. We didn't know what it was going to do to him.
Right, but also then they're drinking in it, and they're eating. There's like slaughtering animals, and they're giving a guy cat of nine tails. They're lashing a guy.
And the kid's into all that now. He sails. He has a cat of nine tails. He's just adopted the whole persona.
He's got a parrot on his shoulder. He keeps calling women lassie. Yeah. Oh, my God. He's embraced the entire pirate life. We got to sue them.
All these warnings now.
Shit. You know what? I'm going to sue Cutthroat Island because, God damn it, my kid was normal before I exposed him to that. You know where he is right now?
Pillaging and plundering.
Davy Jones' locker. He was killed. He went down with the ship. I wish he was plundering and pillaging. Yeah. He's dead.
Man.
He pillaged and plundered, and he drinks out of a jug that has 3 X's on it. He doesn't buy store-bought wine anymore.
Yeah. He's got scurvy.
He's got scurvy. He's always playing the mandolin and singing about a mermaid. Yeah. He's told his friends, he doesn't say, get out of my Uber. He yells, walk the plank.
Yeah.
He does it all. He can't pronounce his R's anymore. He just says R that way.
There's a lawyer writing all this down somewhere.
Oh, yeah. He watched Master and Commander, and he learned how to smoke. And he's hanging out on the Galapagos Islands right now, chasing around one of those lizards who also is amphibious.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. So we've decided that we need a society from the greatest generation of the smokers that killed the Nazis to warning me that there would be depictions of people smoking on a ship from the line from the 1791.
Yeah.
Okay, and those same people are the same people who think it'd be a real good idea to shut schools indefinitely for COVID.
It's the same everybody from everything.
Fucking group of pussies and lawyers. It's lawyers and pussies and college-educated folks and politicians, bureaucrats. They're the ones who think this is a great idea. And you know what they're doing right now?
What's that?
They're working on their next warning. They got more stuff. They got to implement more stuff.
Out.
They're sitting around going, what else can we put on the sign in front of the beach that says no in front of it? We got Frisbees, we got football, we got smoking, we got drinking, we got dogs. What else? Fireworks. What else can we put on that sign?
Yeah. Well, and it drove all the kids to vape now, which is still bad for you, and it doesn't look cool either. It's just bad for you, and it looks like you're pussy.
Vaping looks weird because everyone has that weird square plastic thing sitting around. And also, when they vape, they do it covertly, like they do it weird, like they pull their shirts, they pull their collar up and go, and then you see them like turn their head sideways. There's going to be a syndrome called vape neck.
Yes.
Like what happened to your vertebrae? I vaped. I did too much.
Yeah.
I tried to, when you take your right cheek and touch it to your right shoulder and try to blow vape smoke out, your neck gets fucked up.
And it just smells like fruity flavors, and it's not a masculine thing to do.
I think there's 3 syndromes that we're gonna see in the future. We're gonna see something called white lung, which is spraying too much sunscreen all over kids' faces. Every kid got sunscreen sprayed all in their face.
Just inhaling all those chemicals.
White lung's gonna be a syndrome. There's going to be something called floating liver disease, which is too many people chugging big bottles of water at the airport security. Right? They're just like, fuck that. I paid $9 for this shit. Fuck that. They're just like,
they'll prescribe them alcohol to balance it out. Yes. You need some liquor in that liver.
And now we're going to have a vaping spine syndrome where you're just...
Yeah.
All right, what do you got in the news?
Well, we got a video from the United Airlines counter. There's a black United Airlines employee who threatened to call ICE on a Hispanic passenger who was complaining, and then they took turns calling each other racist.
I love our new world order.
You gonna call ICE on me?
Maybe we should call ICE on you.
You gonna call ICE on me? Oh, say that again. Say that again.
Maybe you need to be, because you don't act like a citizen. Get away.
Who are you gonna call on me? Hello. You gonna call ICE on me?
Get away.
Say that again. She said she's gonna call ICE. Call ICE on me. I dare you to call ICE on me. Call ICE on me, lady. Call ICE on me.
You want the police to get involved?
I want ICE, like she said. Call ICE on me. Call ICE on me.
I cannot hear you.
Say it again.
He's weird.
Say it again.
You need to get
Say it again like you got some guts,
Get it out
lady.
my face.
Say it again.
Get out my face.
Say it again.
Get out my face.
Say it. Your
Get
ass
out my
is fired.
face.
You're getting fired.
You
get fired. You get fired, and I'm suing you now. You are racist as hell. You're racist. You're racist. You said no. You lazy and you're rude.
Lazy.
You told me to go.
No count. Shiftless.
What are you waiting for?
Get away.
What are you waiting for?
Get away.
What are you waiting for?
Get away.
What are you waiting for?
Come on.
What are you waiting
away.
for? You need to call ICE. Wait. You're a racist. United Airlines has a racist.
Jesus Christ.
She's lazy as hell. You're lazy and you're rude and you're a racist. You're a racist. What's your name tag? Let me get your name tag.
Hold on.
You're a racist.
You know what I was thinking about when I was driving here today?
What's that?
The Asians are just sitting around laughing their ass off because black people are going nuts in the fucking streets and they're just fighting in every Waffle House and burning down their own neighborhood with BLM riots and they're fucking killing each other records. Mexicans are out fighting with ICE. White people are out blocking ICE vans and fucking getting shot and taking off in minivans and fucking running to the ICE rallies and fucking getting shot down. And Asians are just going, we're just going to sit home and make money. We're just, fuck you guys. You fucking retards are fighting. It's a one big fucking cage fight in a fucking prison, and they're like, I got an idea. Why don't we study real hard and make a shitload of money while these fucking idiots just call everyone racist, fight with fucking ICE, and shoot each other?
Yeah, we'll just prosper.
We'll just go prosper while they're distracted, getting in fist fights at Popeyes, and the other group's a bunch of middle-aged white chicks driving minivans, getting offed by ICE officers, and the fucking nurse guy over there is going to fight with ICE guys and go kick a Suburban filled with ice and spit on it and have fucking fun getting shot. And then the Mexican guy's going to call the black chick at the counter racist. And meanwhile, the Asians like, we're just boarding the plane and we're in first class and we got business and it's going good.
If you turn this phone video around, it's probably a bunch of Asians just watching, just observing.
Don't say anything. Don't say
we'll
anything.
Be fine.
And the Asians are smart because they're like they're basically in prison, and the white guy's yelling at the black guy, and the black guy's yelling at the Mexican guy, and the Mexican guy's yelling at the black guy, and they're like, why are we even insert ourselves into this, you know?
Yeah.
And the prison guard is like the ICE guy, and the ICE guy is pushing the white guy. And the Asian's just like, we'll just go over here and be prosperous.
And half the ICE guys are Hispanic themselves. So then it's Hispanic people yelling at each other while white people take sides for each of them.
The black people are shooting the black people. Hispanic people are fighting with Hispanic people. The white women are fighting with everybody. They all got their marches. They all got their causes. They all got their fucking face and breast paint all lined up. They spend every fucking weekday standing in front of a fucking ICE facility, not working, not making money, just standing there with a fucking cardboard sign trying to block vans going in and out. And the Asians are like, we'll just kick your ass.
Yeah.
We'll just quietly kick your ass. And we're not getting involved. We're not making a statement. We're not pro-ICE, against ICE, Black Lives Matter. We got none of it. We shut up. We keep our head down, and we fucking get paid.
What does this Mexican guy hope to get out of this airport interaction? And does he have all the time in the world? Did he arrive like 4 hours early for his flight to film a 10-minute interaction?
Nothing good.
What is he going to get out of it?
Nothing good comes out of an airport.
Where's his time?
I have no fucking idea.
He has no value of his time.
No. Zero. I know. Well, that's the other thing, too. The Asians value their time.
Yeah.
They don't do shit that doesn't make sense. There's a 1 million woman march. Half those bitches don't even know what they're there for. They don't even know what they're fighting against. All they know is Madonna's got a speech at 1.
Yeah.
That's it.
They could do a 5 billion Asian march, but they don't. They just keep walking.
They keep their fucking head down and they work.
Exactly. And these kind of encounters, it's funny because it seems like you just wind up with two Karens on both sides.
Yeah.
Everybody gets out their phone and everybody starts trying to infight and prove the other one is the at fault and they're more oppressed.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I don't like dealing with airport employees. I wish I knew more of what it was about because
I don't
think it's
either.
funny that she said she was going to call ICE, but I'm always kind of on the passenger side of I don't know what they're dealing with there.
I've dealt with plenty of sassy black women on the other side of the counter.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. And all you do is just eat shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We deal with it all the time.
Yes.
Jazzy Crockett.
Yep.
Is that what you wanted to talk about?
Yes, we got Jasmine Crockett here. This was, I think it might be from the Smithsonian Museum hearings that the Brandon Gill clip was from also. They were talking about the World Cup, and Jasmine Crockett said that people who are rooting against Argentina in the World Cup because of its racist history and that anyone who was rooting for Spain was doing so because they were racist. If you watch the clip, it's unclear she doesn't even seem to know what she's saying.
No, she's dumb, but this is why we need more women of color in positions of power. All right.
The World Cup that captured the imaginations of the entire world when they saw all of these people of color that was playing for all these teams. And ultimately, if you recall, the last two teams, it was Argentina and Spain. And it seemed like the vast majority of the world was rooting for Argentina, or actually against Argentina, right? And why was that? Just give me an explanation if you could guess. If you'll just let them finish the answer.
Spain had the best team. Maybe that's why they were rooting for them.
There's also a racist history that exists as it relates to Argentina.
Mr. Byer, you're recognized.
Thank you.
Jeff.
First off, what is this a hearing on? Smithsonian?
This was about the oversight of the Smithsonian National Museum of American
she wants
History.
to just talk about race and soccer?
Yeah, I think there was some concern over the way the American History Museum was portraying the sort of history of racism, like that Mickey Mouse was racist in that clip. And yeah, she brought this up. And then this guy, Dr. Blight, is a Yale historian that was testifying here.
Right. So this is what we spend our time doing.
Yep. This is what our government's busy doing
overturning
right now.
every rock, looking for race.
Yeah.
To be fair, she's out of Congress, I believe, in November.
Yeah.
And so she's got to get her race-based bona fides in order so that she can actually make a living when she's done with government.
She's got to get some speaking fees and book fees.
Yeah, I mean, that Messi's like the most popular athlete in the world, so that probably had something to do with it. But I still don't really know what she was talking about, but fine. But I'll tell you what, you never see an Asian doing this bullshit. There's no Asian version of this. There's one Asian. There's one Asian that threw his Asian hat in the ring and like got involved because it's all a bunch of crazy. It's now these sort of Middle Eastern chicks who are fucking unhinged squad chicks, AOC.
Yeah.
Omar, all the fucking Middle Eastern bitches, and then all the black chicks screaming, and then and some dumb white dudes. There's only one retarded Asian, George Takei. George Takei, but he's really gay. At a certain point, gay takes over Asian. Yeah. Like, they don't look at him as Asian, they look at him as gay. Yeah. Maybe Asian second. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's retarded. He's a race hustler, and he's a fucking never stops complaining about Japanese American internment camps.
Yes, he brings that up all the time.
1941 and a half.
I got one more for you. Representative Ted Lieu.
Ted Lieu's a retarded Asian.
With a very fortunate last name, by the way. If he gets booed in the stadium, he can always say, dude, they're just saying Lieu.
Were they saying Lieu?
Yeah. Now, it's funny that we have one dumb Asian who represents California. It's always we found the one dumb Asian to represent. And Indian. We got the one dumb Indian and Asian who represent us here in California. But there is a guy who did get hauled up in front of Congress and is Asian. Robert Hur. The guy did the interview of Biden. And let me tell you, he played it Asian smart. He was like, look, there's probably enough here to justify a court case. But he's a nice old man, so I don't think it's going to look good. So let's just keep walking. Yeah. See, one time an Asian had to make a decision. He's like, yeah, you know what? Let's not keep going down this road. Yeah. So he did a thing where he just kind of went, yeah, he's old. Yeah, he's a liar. Yeah, he hid some documents. But I don't know. Do we really want to do this?
Old guy.
I got to get back to work.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
And that's what Robert Hur did.
Yeah. I think what the point Jasmine Crockett was trying to make, I think, was that I guess the Argentina team has a lot of players of color on it. And so she's saying that they're rooting for Spain because people are racist against all these players. But what's weird to me, isn't Argentina also where there's all the conspiracy theories about Nazis fleeing there and intermarrying, and Hitler fled there? Yeah. Listen, and she's dumb. She just yaps. Yeah. Everything's race. I don't know why people play so fast and loose with stuff, because you just don't listen. No one listens to her. Yeah. But those are just way too many dopey chicks in Congress now. Yeah. But all right. She did put on her showgirl sequins for this congressional hearing.
All right.
She's probably going to get a show on MS now.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
We got some news out of New Jersey. The New Jersey governor says a software error caused 6,600 foreigners to be registered to vote. Democratic Governor Mikey Sherrill admitted Tuesday that 6,600 non-citizens were registered to the voter rolls between June 2023 and June 2024 because they hit no when asked if they were a U.S. citizen while applying for a driver's license, and it marked them as yes. So she issued this statement. Last week, I learned that a serious software error in New Jersey's vehicle system led to registration of 6,600 people who were not U.S. citizens. These individuals answered no. This happened under the previous administration, and upon learning this information, I immediately ordered my chief counsel to launch an investigation to get to the bottom of what occurred.
So it kind of makes you wonder. I guess this was going to come out. Otherwise, she wouldn't have come out and said it, because there's no reason for us to believe she would be truthful unless she knew something was on the way. Look, there may be a lot of it. There may be a little. Like, first off, all Democrats do is they go, "This doesn't exist." You know,
it's
you go,
cycle.
Illegals are on Medicaid. They go, that doesn't happen. All right, so maybe a little bit, but not enough. But who cares? And they go, well, illegals don't kill anyone. It's citizens that do all the killing. And then they go, they just say shit, and then they go, what about voting or voter fraud or illegals voting? They don't do it. It never happens. So it's a kind of thing where you go, this thing never happens, and then you fight whatever remedy I suggest. Yeah. So basically, I said, let's just suppose, Adam, you and I were an unfortunately named gay couple. The two
Both
Adams.
Adams,
Both Adams, right? And
it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Adam.
That's right. So you and I were a gay couple. Yes. Right? And I said to you, look, we got a problem with our WeHo condominium we're sharing. A lot of flies. I see flies buzzing around here. And then, so I'm going to go get a fly swatter. And you go, there's no problem. I've never seen a fly. And I go, okay, well, I'm going to go get a fly swatter because I have seen flies. No fly swatter. And I go, why not? And he goes, there's no flies. And I go, yeah, well, there may be some, and I'm just going to get myself a fly swatter. No, I won't. You know what? I'm not going to allow that in the house. And I'm like, okay, there's no flies. No. Okay, I've seen flies. Yeah, no. Well, how about I get a fly swatter? No. How about I pay for my own fly swatter and keep it in my desk drawer? No.
I go, why do you hate flies?
I know.
Are you?
It's like, okay, what do you care so much then? Okay, there's no illegals voting, so let's just do voter ID then.
Yeah, let's just make sure it's secure. Yeah.
No, not going to do. No, there is no problem with voting. No. But I will fight every single proposal you have to get that fly swatter. Yes.
And then I leave you for George Takei.
Oh, you and Takei. Oh, man.
He'll believe my fly
Wait
gaslighting.
a minute. Hold on. Wise guy. Good luck. You're both bottoms. Good fucking luck getting pegged by Takei. You're going to love it. He's such a miserable douche of a man, Takei.
And there's no way he's still the one tweeting, right? I feel like they all hire all those elderly people. They have like an intern or something that has to tweet for them.
He tweeted out that he hoped I got ravaged by COVID.
Oh, that's sweet.
He's a sweet old gay man. Yeah, it was awesome. Him and Valerie Bertinelli, all the A-listers, they all came after Lonesome Me.
Yeah.
And he hoped I got ravaged by COVID. He's a sweet, sweet man.
But no, the denial you're talking about, that's exactly what Mikey Sherrill said after admitting all these registrations of foreign voters. She said, we have no evidence at this time that any elections were swayed, referencing a letter she received from Trump on July 15th, warning that New Jersey had a non-citizen voting problem. And then she switches it. She says, I think that Donald Trump has done more to undermine free elections in this country than certainly anyone in my lifetime, including Vladimir Putin.
Oh, man, he's worse than Putin and Hitler. And
that's all fine and good, except there's no evidence, just zero evidence.
Yes. Yeah, but she feels a certain way, and that makes her right because she's a lady.
I'm curious how many of those 6,600 illegal voter registrations, party affiliation with those. Because when mistakes are always made, they always seem to skew a certain way.
Always. There's no such thing like in California when they're counting mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
There's nowhere like, well, in the runoffs for the mayoral race, the Republican was in third place, but 4 weeks later, after we're done counting the ballots, he's now in first place. You only go down. Yeah. It only goes one direction. It is a cash register that they claim is broken, except for it's not broken. You get shortchanged every single time.
Yeah.
And if it was broken, you get more change sometimes, but you never do. It's only one direction.
And it's all this stuff. It's always a statistical anomaly that would happen once when they look at these voter irregularities.
Right.
But then it's also a statistical anomaly that it would always favor one side. But they know you can't look into it. You can't put any safeguards up against it.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. Because they don't want you to be able to discover if there's fraud. They know it's probably there, but they don't want there to be any way to check it.
Well, Newsom just gave some crazy long-winded, Trump. Someone was asking him, basically it's like this. Look, the feds are saying to all the states, give us your voter rolls. We want to check them, and send us all your Medi-Cal stuff or Medicaid stuff because we think there's fraud. And then what you're doing, and what all the sanctuary cities that are ripping everyone off is saying is the metaphor is what's in the trunk.
Yeah,
the cop goes, what's in the trunk? You go, nothing. And then he goes, fine. How about you pop the trunk? Let me have a look. And you go, I'm calling my lawyer. And then you go, why? There's something in the trunk? No, it is empty. Well, there's a spare tire.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and pop it. You can be on your way. I'm calling my lawyer.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sue you for asking me to pop the trunk. And if there's nothing in the trunk, then just send it on over.
Yeah.
Just pop the fucking trunk. They won't do it. So Newsom does this whole thing about how now the feds are withholding funds. Look, if there's oodles of fraud, okay, In a great movie called Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
In a great movie called Fargo, William H. Macy was like trying to raise money and ripped off a car and did some stuff.
Yeah.
And he was saying to like the Oldsmobile corporate office, just send over the money. And they were like, we need those invoices and serial numbers, and then we'll send the money over. And he's like, I'll get them to you. Just go ahead and send that money over. And he's like, they're like, we can't send you that until you send us the invoices for the other cars. And he's like, I'll get that to you. Well, that's Gavin Newsom is William H. Macy here. He's going, feds, just send us the money. And they're going, no, we think you're fucking stealing the money and wasting the money. So send us your records, prove you're not, and then we'll send you the money. And he's doing this. I'll say, we'll play for you. Yeah, listen, just open the rolls because there's no problems with voting and there's no problems with ripping off Medicaid. And then you can get the money.
Well, and with the DMV registration thing where this happened in New Jersey, how do you feel about the illegals getting driver's licenses in the first place? Like, there's
they shouldn't be certainly operating the 18-wheelers is insane because they're killing people.
But like when I've driven internationally, you can get a temporary driver's license when you travel to like if I'm going to France or Australia and I want to drive there. And it's good for a year and it's a temporary permit. But you don't go and you can't just be in the country illegally and just get a driver's license.
Listen, it's all meant to try to turn this group into a constituency.
Yeah.
That's the end game. The end game is it's basically like our ideas are not popular amongst normal Americans because they're all crazy, loony, batshit crazy ideas that are 90-10 issues for normal Americans who are born in this country. They don't want all of this bullshit. And so we have lost their vote.
Yeah.
So now you're at a crossroads. You can go, well, maybe we should change our minds on a lot of these subjects that are wildly unpopular to normal Americans. And then they go, well, if we did that, we'd just be kind of doing what the other group, what the Republicans already do. So it's like we want the border open, or they want to build a wall, and we don't want a wall. But most Americans want a wall. All right, so let's get a wall. All right, well, now you're a Republican. Or we want school choice, or we want Medicare for all, or whatever we say boys should be able to use the girls' bathroom and girls should be able to use the boys' locker room, and it should all be that way. And they go, but no one else wants that.
No one sane wants that.
All right, well, then what if we just change direction on that, and we'll change it on fracking, and we'll change it on everything, and then it becomes well, what do we need you for? We already have a group that's into that. So they go, fuck that. Plus, we're crazy, and we're filled with angry women. So we're going to stay the course, and we're going to get angry, but we are going to need someone to vote for us.
Yeah.
And what that means is new people coming in because the old people are onto our bullshit.
Yeah, and they import them and count them in the census and everything.
Right, and also the new people we can promise a bunch of free shit to, and so they'll vote for us.
Just for the free shit. They don't care about all our crazy ideas.
And I will then get in front of a group with some sort of acronym that has to do with Latino voting integrity or something.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk about how much I love street tacos. And when I won't say tacos, I'll go taco. And then I'll pronounce taco. And then I will get all those idiots to vote for me too.
I'm going to vote for him because he says taco the way I say taco.
And then eventually I'll be in charge of a failing shit pile. But I'll be in charge.
Yeah.
And that's the way we'll do it.
We got another story here. This is Jason Alexander has issued an apology to Courtney Stodden. She was that girl who got married to a 50-year-old actor when she was 16 after she called Jason Alexander out for acting inappropriately in a 2012 Funny or Die sketch they filmed when she was just 17 years old. Here's the sketch.
You did something very brave recently. You went on the Dr. Drew show
I did.
and allowed him to do an ultrasound of your bosom to prove that they are as God intended them to be. It was very brave, but I don't want to do that. I'm not that crass. I don't care about your breasts. I mean, they're lovely. They're lovely.
Thank you.
But I don't care about them. What I care about is the quality of your heart. So I have a special app here on my iPhone, and if I may, I'm going to use this to just find out what's in the quality of your heart. I can't tell. Which side should I be on?
It's on the left side.
Not this side?
No.
Not this side. This side over here.
Yeah,
this is
and
the
it's
side?
not down there. It's
Alrighty then.
above.
Let me see.
Right,
I'm getting.
about
That's
right.
great. I'm getting a lot. Are you getting anything? No? Oh, that's interesting. I'm not getting anything here. I got full bars right here.
Yeah, my argument for a lot of stuff that people apologize for when it comes to comedy is like, the premise is a little, it's not that funny, and the idea's not so good. So I always sort of start there.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like if something is offensive, but it's funny, then I can kind of justify the offensive part because it's funny.
100%.
So I wish that it had a funnier premise, because that premise was like a 5.5 or maybe a 6, or you just kind of go,
Well, I've always said that same thing to people when they talk about offensive comedy. I'm always like, if you're going to go there, it has to be funny enough to justify if you're saying something offensive or, using, a racial slur, whatever it is. Go for it in comedy, but it has to be funny enough to go there.
Yeah, that was my whole thing when sorry.
No, go ahead.
When Kevin Hart was in the running to host the Oscars and they found his tweets, his tweet was like jokes about his son being gay, except for his joke was, if my son's ever gay, I'm going to hit him over the head with a chair.
Or Dollhouse. It was like something that was like, yeah.
And it's like, well, that's not funny.
No, it's just
all it is you being super pissed off that your son is gay.
Yeah.
So see, I used to say, pretty sure my son's gay. Let's just say, I'm pretty sure my son's going to be gay. I think I'd say it when he was like 8. And, I just hope he's a top. Can a dad dream? Like, he'd be the first Carolla in history to ever be a top, And
we're back to that. You're not homophobic. You don't like the bottoms.
I don't
You're
like
very
the bottoms.
pro-tops.
Pro-tops. So it's not like even a hysterical joke. It's a joke, though.
Yes.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's my son's gay. But it's not me going, man, if I ever found out Sonny was gay, I would hit him with an oar.
Get it?
Get it? It's like, it's not funny. It's just you're hitting him because he's gay. So my Kevin Hart problem is not a funny joke.
Exactly.
But this is not funny.
No.
And she's 17.
Well, and I think one of the things that came into play here also, he was credited as a writer on this sketch. It's not like he was cast in this. It's almost like, you just wrote a sketch where you touch Courtney Stodden's.
Yeah, I mean, why all these years later would you comment on this?
Because
why would
she posted it. I think she's, she posted it on Twitter recently and basically shared that sketch and said, I was 17 when this happened. I was the only person who wasn't an adult in the room. I didn't have, the liberty to make decisions for myself, and this made me so uncomfortable. And then he responded to that by saying, his statement was, looking back at the comedy sketch in which Ms. Stodden and I participated in 2012, I completely agree that it was inappropriate, and I truly regret it.
Oh, okay. So he's responding.
He was responding to her, kind of bringing it up.
He's fine.
Yeah.
I'd probably not say anything, and also the difference between 17 in 7 months and 18 is 5 months. It's like, I don't ever really get that. I didn't know what I was doing. Now I'm shooting full porn movies and everything's cool. Like, it's kind of a weird societal thing.
Yeah.
Like 18, you can do all the porn you want.
But the day before.
Day before. That's right.
Yeah. Well, and also I'm sure this was, traumatic for her if she's saying that was her reaction to it. But at the time also, they're getting all this attention and fame from, it's like that Kim Kardashian kind of being famous for being famous and for a sex tape. They're profiting from this fame and all the opportunities they're getting from promoting themselves in that way.
I'm just going to file this under who cares, but I am going to say, that's why you need me in the room, because if I'm sitting in the room and you're pitching me this premise, I go,
I thought you meant in that room. You're like writing yourself.
Feeling kitties. No, if the Funny or Die people are pitching me this, I go,
it's not.
What else you got?
Yeah.
And I'd go,
The next idea.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but what else you got?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even really do the how old is she? Although, I would say if you're Jason Alexander and you're at the time, 53 years old or whatever, you really should kind of go, wait a minute, she's 17 or she 18? Because she's 17. My fucking manager said, bad idea. You know what I mean? In a world where everyone gets into trouble for everything, and I got tons of FU money, what am I?
And Jason Alexander has pretty much looked 53 his whole career.
He looked 53.
That's probably right.
When he was bar mitzvahed.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. That's your last one, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
All right. Something I wanted to ask you about. I don't know if you guys saw this husky kid hit a home run and throw his helmet down and throw the bat and everything.
No,
Did you see
I
that?
haven't seen this one.
It's kind of crazy. I really do hate this kid.
Yeah.
I do assume he was.
I hate his parents.
Yeah, he watched too much TV and all this. It's a husky kid hitting a dinger in Little League. Little League, man, it's easy to hit dingers in Little League because the fence is so close. So you shouldn't make that big a deal about it. But this kid does it. He fucking chucks his bat. Like, number one, like he could take someone's head off with that bat. And then he chucks his helmet. Then there's this whole thing. And I don't know why somebody posted it, but it looks really fucking dumb. All right, he's in Little. I chucked his bat. Like, there's an element of act like you've been there before kind of thing. And I mean, it shouldn't be such a crazy novelty.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he shot a hoop.
Oh, wow.
I hope this is in like the Dominican Republic or something. Yeah, it's got to be because there's black guys hanging around
That's
Little
soca
League.
music.
It's soca. Yeah, this is like Dominican. And I'll tell you why. If you ever see black guys around Little League, that's Dominican. Not only that, but you got the color palette is always fucked up in these nations. Like they always have like bright canary orange seats, yellow seats next to royal blue seats. There's something about Latin America who has a difficulty with color palette. Like if you see guys,
they're very abrasive.
Mexicans, like they paint the outside of the house like it's a fucking drag boat. Like white guys, we got like three facial, like our fascia is like it's either off-white, lighter white, or now this burnt umber color. But we don't do electric blue on like trim and fascia outside our house. They'll fucking do day-glow orange on their shit.
That's true.
So I can always tell if the palette is fucked up. But also in America, there's not a bunch of black male adults sitting around the Little League field.
Not
their
even
field.
the cities?
They don't play Little League in the cities,
okay.
I don't think. I think they play football.
Yeah.
Like they're not. It's not a brother sport out here or in the United States so much. I don't know, maybe
like
more
that
so
kid's
now.
going to be an aggressive person, I feel like. When there's like an aggression to throwing the bat and then high-fiving and then doing the swish.
He fucking whipped the bat like he takes someone's head off.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Let's see. This Saturday, Huntington Beach, Sea Legs at the beach. That's a fun outdoor venue. And then Torrance, early show sold out at Mom Says Yes, but there's a second show. And then Freehold, New Jersey, Uncle Vinny's, 2 shows. That'll be July 30th and then 31st, New York. Rodney's, fun place to play. What do you got, Adam Yenser?
I got McCurdy's in Sarasota, Florida, August 5th to 9th.
And until next time, Adam Crawford, Adam Yenser, and Jiaoying Summers saying mahalo.